y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Tiffany. I'm a gardener in Zone 9A, Southern Alabama. If you are returning, hey friends. So today we about to start some seeds, y'all. I actually had got some content with y'all, but the files end up being corrupted, so y'all wasn't able to see me doing the up potting. Y'all didn't get a chance to see me actually starting these seeds. Y'all didn't get a chance to see nothing. So I do want to take the time though to thank our sponsor for today's video that's going to be helping us with starting these seeds off. I would like to thank LetPot for sponsoring this portion of the video. LetPot was so kind to send over this all-in-one seed starting kit, and when I tell y'all I love it, I love it. I think my favorite thing about this kit is the fact that it is so compact and it also comes with a heating mat. Not only that, it's very beginner friendly. The assembly was so simple, y'all. When I tell y'all I glanced over the instructions, I literally glanced at them and I was able to put it together on my own. I also love the fact that the light is adjustable and it rotates. They even sent over these grow sponges. So I was going to use the grow sponges, but I'm going to be honest, I don't have experience with grow sponges. So that's why I decided to take them out and do regular soil. And after about 8 days, we had seedlings, y'all. So I was so shocked about how fast these seeds germinated. The dash does say that it was 6 days, but that was because I waited 2 days to download the app. The good thing about that though, you can go into the app and adjust the days. Look at how good the roots look, y'all. I was worried at first because the little hole at the bottom, I was like, there's no way that these seedlings gonna come out. But they did, and they came out with the roots still intact. Here's the app that I was telling y'all about. So you're able to adjust the light and you're able to adjust the heating mat. I'm very forgetful, so maybe one day I might leave and go to work and I decide, oh, I need to turn off the heat mat. I could just do it from my phone and I'll be okay. It also keeps track of the temperature of the soil, and if you have multiple LetPot devices, you can link them all in the app. If you're interested in any of LetPot products, feel free to use the link in the description for 15% off your purchase. All right, y'all, so now that we got that out the way, again, I want to thank LetPot for sponsoring this video. Y'all, so we got a lot of stuff over here, and I'm gonna show y'all the stuff that I had to start without y'all and up pot without y'all. So we got our marigolds, that's what's in here. Look at the stems on it, they look really good, and both of them look like this. Now when I initially up potted these, they were looking real droopy. They had the little transplant shock to them, but they bounced back and they look so good. I've been keeping them in the garage. And then we also have our Kajari melon and our Oliver Pearl melons. So the Oliver Pearl one is the one that's like short and stocky looking. So that's those. And then the taller one is the Kajari. And then in this one, I got another Kajari melon. And then this one is a Kajari melon as well. And I've been having these in the garage too. And then over here, we got some sunflowers that don't look the best. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all all of them. I got these, this one, and then this one. I'm gonna put them in the sun today, y'all, because the reason why they don't look the best is because I've had them in this shaded area. My plan was to really harden these off. I wasn't supposed to leave these out the amount of days that I left them out, but I had these outside for like a week now, y'all. So I'm gonna definitely put them out in the sun. I can't remember though, I put sunflower on the plant tag, but I didn't put the variety. So I don't know if this is considered a dwarf sunflower or if this is one that gets taller, because I got quite a few sunflower seeds this year. So my plan really is to just leave them in the containers that they're in now and just put them throughout the garden, just to add that pretty yellow color throughout the garden, and also so we could bring along pollinators, because bees love sunflowers. I noticed that when we had grew them last year, but I'm gonna just place them throughout the garden and see what happened with them. And then over here, what we have in our LetPot seed starting tray, we got nasturtiums. Only one of our nasturtiums germinated, the rest of them did not, and it could be my bad, for sure it could be. The rest of these empty spots, that's where I got quite a few of our plants that y'all just seen from. And then we got our sugar baby melons, and then we got another Oliver Pearl melon right here. So basically I'm aiming for getting quite a few melons this year, whether if it's honeydew melon, cantaloupe, or watermelon. I want quite a few of them. So the seeds will be starting today. Y'all know I'm on this cucumber kick. I want to make sure I have cucumbers throughout the whole summer. So we're going to actually start some dark cucumbers. I haven't tried this variety yet. As y'all can see, the pack is still closed. I ended up getting this last year though, and I just never got a chance to plant them. And then I got the pickle bush cucumber, which we're growing these already in our Vago Easy Cube bed. We got some growing in the greenhouse, and we got some that was supposed to be growing in the green stock, but unfortunately it didn't do well. I think it was because I dropped the seed down just too early and it kind of stunted the growth, and it's just been the same size for quite some time now. Now the Monica cucumbers, I got these seeds last year as well. This is the one, if y'all was here with us last year, that we did in our V series Vago bed. Now, it did really, really good. It had so many flowers on it, but I think I planted it too late and the frost ended up hitting it, so I wasn't even able to enjoy any cucumbers from that plant. So we definitely gonna try these again. We're gonna run these back. And then we got one more cucumber variety, y'all, the Space Master. So the Space Master is what we grew last year and it did really well for us. So I was like, I'm gonna run it back again. So that's what we got right here. Now, the ones that I showed y'all, all of these get pretty big except the pickle bush variety. So this one is good for containers, but the other ones is better to grow like in the bed. They get pretty tall and they grow kind of wild. So keep that in mind as well. Don't ask me where I'm planting the bigger ones at because I don't know yet, but I know I want them. So we'll figure that out when we get there. And then we're also going to direct sow Whirlybird Gold Nasturtiums. That's the ones that I dropped down in the seed starting tray that only one of them germinated. So we're going to put some of these in between our pepper plants and our green stock that I showed y'all in the last video. And we're going to go down there so y'all will be able to see it again. And then we're also going to do these small Persian melons. Miss Chevelle from Peace in My Garden sent these over a few months ago, so I'm definitely excited to try these out. They're supposed to be like a handheld melon, so we're gonna start these as well. Now that we got all that out the way, I'm trying something new today. So I got these grow sponges. They came with the LetPot seed starting kit, so we're gonna try them out. When I initially dropped the seeds down, I was a little bit nervous because I've never used grow sponges before and I didn't know like how to properly use them. I caught myself trying to do a little bit of research and see how to use them properly, but I really couldn't find any videos. If y'all have ever used grow sponges, feel free to leave that in the comment. Y'all experience with them? Do they work? Do y'all feel like y'all wouldn't try them again? Now, the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go ahead on and let these soak a little bit in some water, and then I'm gonna wring them out. They literally like a sponge. So you don't want them, I do know you don't want them to be like soaking, dripping wet. So I'm gonna just let them sit in here for a little bit. So I got 8 in here so far. 10, 12, 14, 16. So that's all we're gonna do, y'all. So the good thing about this setup, you have 40 slots to actually grow in, and it's so compact, y'all. Now I'm gonna let y'all know, just because my hardening off skills ain't the best and ain't never been the best, it probably ain't gonna ever be the best, I'm gonna just go ahead on and take these out of this little setup and I'm gonna just plant them exactly where I want them to go. So this nasturtium, I know I want to put it in between the peppers and the green stock, and then the other ones I'm gonna just direct sow them. So I'm gonna go ahead on and loosen this up, and as y'all can see, the roots just come out the little bottom hole. I don't know how that happened. Like, I don't know how it just reverts right to the hole, and then the roots coming out the bottom hole for this watermelon as well, and they starting to come out the bottom for the other watermelon, and then here they go. So if y'all were wondering, because it does not have like air pruning technology, it just has the little small hole at the bottom. But I did notice with all the seedlings that I started, all of them, the roots just come out the bottom. So I want y'all to see in real time me getting this out. So I'm just loosening it up. Loosen it up. Loosen it up. Loosen it up. So we're going to do the nasturtium first. We're just going to pull it. So this is what the roots look like. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was worried about the setup at first. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but as y'all can see, it came right out. And we're gonna go ahead on and take this down yonder. I don't know why I pulled it out without taking it down to where I wanted it to be at. We're gonna just drop this right in the top. So we done transplanted that one. This is what it looks like. And at first I was worried about this one, y'all, because the leaves were so yellow. But it didn't bounce back for you, girl. Now our other ones, I know that I want to do the sugar baby watermelons. I know I want to do them inside of the greenhouse. So we actually gonna go ahead on and take these down to the greenhouse. The Oliver melon, I want to grow that one in the green stock. And I actually have a trellis for our melons to grow on, so y'all don't worry, we got a trellis. We ain't got it in here yet, but it's here, but I ain't got it set up yet. I see why people say mulch your soil, because my soil is still moist, so I like to see that. So get that. That's what the roots look like. And then that way when I add the trellis in here, it'll just climb up the trellis. Now this one don't look the best. It look like it's been abused, but that's all right. We still gonna use it. The worst that can happen is it won't grow and we can just pull it out. So we're gonna plant this one. We're gonna go over a little bit. We're gonna plant this one right here. I'll just pop her out. And if y'all growing melons this year, what type of melons are y'all growing? Like what varieties are y'all growing? And if y'all not growing melons, but y'all would want to grow melons, why y'all not growing them? If y'all was here with us last year, our melons did not do well at all because we had them in our raised beds that was on the concrete. So I don't know if that affected it or the fact that we got so much freaking rain last year, if that affected it. And I planted that one kind of deep, but it's okay. But yeah, they didn't do good at all. So we're going to take another stab at it. At first I said I wasn't going to do any more watermelons this year, but I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Tony said, no, you got to redeem yourself. Oh, while we was in the greenhouse, I could show y'all. I do want to show y'all this. We got our first flower. So I definitely need to make sure I'm coming down here and pollinating, because I'm sure I'm not getting any bees or anything to come in here to pollinate for me. Since we down here, I might as well show y'all that. That was something that I was against last year, hand pollinating, but if you want the fruit and you know you don't have enough pollinators around, then that's just something you got to do. You gotta bite that bullet sometimes. And it's very easy ways to do it, y'all. It don't take much. I just got a little paintbrush that I got from the dollar store, and I had this one since last year. And I've also seen people use like electrical toothbrushes. I've seen that as well, but this works just fine, you know, if you don't want to have to buy a toothbrush. So I just stick it in there. Now, really, I'm thinking, I'm not sure if this is a one that only produces female flowers, because I'm doing it like this, but you're really supposed to take the pollen from a male flower and put it inside of the female flower. The female flower is always the flower that has the fruit attached to it. So as y'all can see, this one has the cucumber attached to it. And I'm trying to see, it looked like it is a male flower, but it just haven't opened up yet. Okay, so just for reference, this is a male flower. It don't have the fruit attached to it. It just has the stem. But as y'all can see, it haven't opened up just yet. So until then, I'm going to just come out here and just pollinate it this way. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we got to do what we can do until we can do something different, right? Back to the real task at hand, because I done left them grow sponges in that water just to soaking. All right, y'all, let's start some seeds. Now, if y'all wondering what are you going to do with that soil that's already in here, because I already had seeds dropped in here, I don't know what spots actually have seeds in them. I'm going to just dump this soil into this tray. Now, the only thing about this this tray, this setup is very inexpensive. However, the tray of it is not as sturdy as I would like it to be. It's a little bit flimsy, but it gets the job done. So that's a FYI for those that may be interested in buying it. That's what it looked like after I have used it. I'm gonna just wash this out, and then we're gonna go ahead on and get our grow sponges in here so y'all can see how we doing that. All right, y'all, so I've washed out this tray. This is what we're working with. We're just gonna take these sponges, squeeze them out. And this they look like they hold their shape. And I was thinking to bottom water it, but I was like, I don't know what I'm doing for real, so let me just take them out. So that's why, like I said, I end up not using them. Yeah, so we just wringing these out a little bit and dropping them down in there. Now, the first time I was attempting to use them, I didn't soak them in water, because the way I was thinking, I was like, okay, they just gonna decimate and break up and it ain't gonna work out right. But it literally feels like a sponge. I will say this, now that I'm setting these up, I'm gonna take the outer ones and I'm gonna put them like in the middle. That way they can get the full scope of having that grow light over it. So just now, our first one that we're gonna drop down is the Space Master. I'm definitely gonna make sure I label these, because I don't want to get the varieties mixed up, and I also want to see which one does the best. So I'm gonna just put it down in there, and I thought you were supposed to put soil on top of it, but I don't think you are. So we just gonna see, y'all. We're gonna just test the theory. So I slightly put the seed in there. Let's leave them in the same row. So I'm gonna only do 2 of these. Now I know what y'all thinking. Okay, you starting all these seeds, where you gonna put them at? Told y'all we gonna cross that bridge when we get there. This is gonna be the dar. And like I said, this is my first time growing this one. Okay, this is a bush variety. So it says it is downy mildew resistant, attractive, bright stripe exterior. And it's a slicing and pickling type. So we're going to see if it's really resistant like y'all say it is. Even the seeds are smaller though. This one may not get as big as I think. We're going to do 2 of these as well. And I'm going to just drop 2 seeds down since I got a full pack. Then if both of them sprout up, we'll just pull the weakest link out. Y'all definitely feel free to chime in the comments on if I'm doing this wrong. As far as using these sponges, I really decided to use them. I could have easily put more soil in here and did it that way, but I really want to learn how to use them because I do think they're neat. What's the worst that can happen, y'all? Besides these won't germinate, then I'm gonna have to start this process all the way over again. I feel like starting the seeds inside kind of buy you some time because I know my cucumber plants that I'm growing now not gonna last us the whole season, so that's why I'm like, let me just get a head start on getting some more growing. So the first one we did was Dar. No, the second one we did was Dar. The first one we did was Space Master, and that one we just did was Monica. Then we're gonna do us another pickle bush. I don't even think I need all these sponges. This is what these seeds look like. And it's the small Persian melon. I ain't gonna do too many of these because we already got quite a few melons that we're growing. We're just gonna do 2. Oh, I like the way that slid in there. So what I did was I took the pointy end. Because these are kind of big, you got a little clearance to actually push it down. Maybe I should use my pinky because it's smaller. Just because I don't know how this is going to work out for real, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my soil, y'all, and put it down here just in case. And I'm going to cover this a little bit with soil. Because I don't know, for some reason, I just don't like the thought of just leaving the seed exposed. We won't do it for all of them. We'll do it for one to see which way worked the best. Now, if y'all don't like the way I'm doing this is just how my brain works. I feel like I got to see which one is the best option or which one is the best way, especially with me doing this as an experiment for somebody that has never done this before. I feel like when you do it more than one way, you got a better chance that at least one of them actually succeeding. And then we got our one with the actual soil. And I'm actually feeling around in this soil that's in this tray right here to make sure it ain't no actual seeds in there. So it won't be no uh-ohs that pop up. We got a water bottle in the garage because this is where it's going, back in the garage. And we'll just spritz the top of them with some water. Now I am going to dump this excess water that's in this container out because I don't want the sponges to just sit in water and it don't have no roots to attach to. That's why before my seedlings actually germinate, I always just spritz them with water on the top. And then once they germinate, I take the lid off and then I just bottom water it. We're just going to put it over here. Drop it right here. And that's it. That is all. All right, y'all, so now that we're done starting our seeds, we're going to go ahead on and direct sow our nasturtiums to our green stalk. So the way that I'm thinking is to put one nasturtium in between the pepper plants and then also layer it in with some marigolds. So we're going to see how that work out, y'all. And while we're working on the green stalk, I might as well go ahead on and tell y'all, for the people that don't know, green stalk sale, their Mother's Day sale, which is considered their biggest sale of the year, is actually going on right now. Y'all can feel free to use the link in the description to get y'all some coins off if y'all spend $75 or more. They got some really good deals going on right now. I don't think I'm going to partake in it, though, because I already got 4 green stalks that I have not set up yet. I really want to get all of the green stalks on spinner bases. I think I only got 2 more that I haven't actually used just yet. So I would like to go ahead on and get all of them in spinner bases. I ain't even water that part. I like to water my soil before I put the seed down so it don't move around. And I'm watering it kind of deep because this soil is completely dry. The only slots that I had watered was the ones that got peppers in it. So I'm gonna let it sink down a little bit. Then I'm gonna put another seed down just for a little insurance. Now where'd that seed just go, y'all? And this weekend, y'all, we going back to that place where I got this soil from, and I'm gonna get some more soil and some more mulch because I want to be able to mulch all of the green stalks. Because I ain't trying to play around with this heat this summer, y'all. All right, so we got our marigold right here, and the soil pretty moist for it. Just break it apart. There ain't really no big fat roots established on it, but that's all right. They're gonna become big and fat. I'm claiming it. I'll just push it down in there. Kind of like push it towards the front. I'm gonna go ahead on and water it. I'm kind of trying to water as I go, y'all, so I don't forget. I'm good for forgetting. And I'm gonna put another The other marigold right next to it. I think it would have been pretty if I would have skipped the spot and put a nasturtium in the middle, but it's okay. I don't want too many nasturtiums on the top layer because I got the peppers at on the bottom layer. Now we're in the huckleberry fin. Oh, okay. When I up potted these, they were super small, y'all. So that's why the roots haven't reached the bottom just yet. But y'all know how we do. We work with what we got and see what happens with it. Then we're gonna put one on our bottom tier right here. And if y'all got green stalks, when y'all water them, do y'all water each pocket or do y'all water from the top? I feel like you have a little bit more control watering it from the top, but I like watering each pocket. Because for some reason, I know it's getting water if we water from the top, but for some reason, I feel like it ain't watered good enough when I do it from the top. Y'all, I forgot I put a nasturtium seed down there. I'm glad I did that and it moved around. All right, and for the spots that don't have marigolds in it, I'm gonna just direct sow a nasturtium seed. Right here, direct sow one. On this side, right here, direct sow one. And y'all, it's the heat of the day. That's why my pepper plants look a little bit droopy. So if y'all notice y'all pepper or any type of plant look droopy in the middle of the day when the sun out bright, it'll bounce back up. At least from my experience, it always bounce back up in our yard. And I got this little extra soil in here. I'm gonna take the soil that fell off and I'm gonna just put it in the little bucket where I always put our soil at, which is right here. This is where I put all of our soil that's like leftover or excess soil. The soil that I just got out of that seed starting tray, I'm gonna bring it down here and pour it down here. And then like the old plants and stuff, I just put it in here. Basically, this right here, I felt like it was gonna take too long to break down in the compost, so that's why I just put it in here. And this is actually the stem from our kale plant. And it's actually starting to get a little bit soft, so it probably wouldn't have took too long. But it's okay, I got it in here now. And if y'all was here for our last video, ever since I watered the mint, y'all, it done perked up some. I ain't mad about it. So this is actually peppermint. And sometimes, well, last year when I was growing this, I would just come out here and take some and I chew on it. It's almost like you eat a piece of gum, but it don't have like the gummy effect. Tell me I ain't the only one to do that. I can't be the only one to do that. And real quick, since I got y'all over here, I am so proud of our onions. I know y'all seen this in the last video, but it's been a few days. It's been a few days. Today is Thursday, and that last video was filmed on Saturday, even though y'all got it on Wednesday. But look at how good the onions look. I love to see that, y'all. So the plan for the next video, let me give y'all a rundown real quick. Well, the plan for this weekend, and that's the next time I'm gonna get some content, will be to move this trampoline over and set up this area right here. I got 4 green stalks that need to be set up, so I'm gonna set them up in this area. I'm gonna put down some landscaping fabric, and then I'm gonna just put all 4 of the green stalks that we got left in that area, and I'm gonna fill them up with soil. I'm also gonna go back to that long leaf mulch place. Somebody asked me what was the name of it. It's called Long Leaf Mulch, and it's in Mobile, Alabama. If y'all are familiar with the area, they do deliver. I don't know how far they deliver to. If y'all like in surrounding areas, I'm not sure, but I do know that they deliver. I find it easier for me to just go up there and pick up the soil and just be done with it. But yeah, they do deliver, and yeah. I'm gonna grab some mulch, some more soil. I'm gonna set up those green stalks. I also have to set up the trellising system that we're gonna have in our greenhouse. And what else I need to do? I feel like that's all I got for this weekend, but some could obviously come up, and y'all know that. So I guess I will go ahead on in this video. Y'all know I hate to leave y'all, I hate to go, but I do gotta go because I got stuff to do. But if y'all made it this far in the video, thank you so much for tuning into another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and leave a cookie emoji because I'm feeling a little sweet today. So leave a cookie emoji, y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.